Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How are we all doing today? Hopefully, you guys are doing pretty well out there. Today's video, I wanted to go talk about some of this new kit reveal with Bo-Katan for today. What she's going to be looking like down the line with maybe some more potential Mandalorians. But more importantly, right now with who we have currently as a Mandalorian faction, how will she be looking? Will she be worth getting unlocked? Really even bother with her gear much? You know, anything like that? Is she worth it? Probably a bit too soon, but I think it's worth to still talk about with who we have right now. So, first things first. As seeing her kit reveal, this is not going to be really going over her kit reveal as much. We'll go over maybe her leadership in a little bit. But the main thing here is this guy. This is still the main factor when it comes to the Mandalorians. And honestly, guys, I still don't see him being split apart or taken away from the other, you know, IG-11 and Quill. I mean, I think these, not these, but those three, you know, Beskar Mando, IG-11, and Quill, they are like a, you know, a really great trio to have. And then you can, you know, for those fourth and fifth slots, you can, you know, slot in like a Nest, a Dengar, you know, whoever it may be. You know, there's a lot of different options there. But really, taking away Beskar Mando from the IG-11 and Quill team, that really hurts them, and it makes them a lot tougher to really use at all. He does have the Mandalorian faction here, guys, but his lead is for all scoundrels. It's a good lead. I like it a lot, but I just do not see... I just don't see now with Bo-Katan being in the game, or she will be in the game, rather. She'll be taken away, or rather, he'll be taken away and going into the Bo-Katan team. I just don't see it happening whatsoever. There's not much synergy, guys. And Bo-Katan's lead kind of is acting like a Mon Mothma's with all of the extra assists. So, you know, the Mon Mothma team here, with her leadership, she gives out a lot more assists. On her her lead here, it says they have a 100% chance to assist each other whenever they use an ability, dealing 90% less damage. So, kind of a lot more assists. It's a good team. I like Mon Mothma. So, you know, you would assume that if it's a team like Mon Mothma with like all these assists and like similar to like the Geos, it would be a good team, but there is just still something missing here, guys. So let's go over and read a little bit about Bo-Katan. All right, so Bo-Katan, we're going to read a little bit about her. This is her kit reveal. The reason why she's like a Mon Mothma is the leadership. So right here, it reads, "Unite the clans." Leadership. I'm sure this actually does not have a Zeta, actually. That's pretty interesting. I think the only Zeta here is on her unique. Yeah, it's right there on your... Okay, cool. Only one Zeta for a marquee. So, I'll probably do another video talking about what this might mean for, like, the future of, like, this Mandalorian TV show series of characters, you know, all this sort of stuff. But for now, let's just focus on her and where she's going to be probably used the most in the Mandalorian faction and maybe other scoundrel teams. But for now, the leadership, it says, whenever a Mandalorian ally uses a basic ability during their turn, they call another random. So it's not all of the Mandalorians being called in to assist. It's a random Mandalorian ally. But they'll be dealing 20% less damage rather than the 90% damage that's less with the Mon Mothma team. So you do get more damage here, but it's not a mass swarm. It's only one person assisting, kind of like a Chewbacca or a Chewpio in the Rebel team. So you got that going for you. And then this line, it says here, whenever they attack out of turn, they gain 25% critical damage, stacking at 5. That's the max stacks until the end of their next turn. So I wish this kind of remained for the entire battle and not just until the next turn, because then I can see this being very, very good. You know, having 25 times 5, I mean, 25 times 4, I think that's actually 125%. If I can do my math there. I suck at math. You guys already know this. But I think that's 125% extra critical damage. Probably going to be a bit broken if that was until the end of the encounter. But, I mean, still, this is okay. Maybe you want to run some different modding. Maybe have some of the Mandalorians a bit slower, right? So you just call them in to assist a lot more times. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not sure why my voice cracked there. Gosh dang it. But anyways, his, or not her, or not his, but her leadership is only dealing with basics. So not specials, only basics, which makes this even worse in my opinion. Mon Mothma's is way better because it, you know, it deals with any moves. Whenever they're going, they get called in to assist. This is only with basics, so it kind of sucks a little bit. But then you get a nice little ability, kind of like one of those Throns, that Thrawn has an additional ability on his leadership. This is called Ancestral Armor. And all this really does is you dispel the debuffs, and then they gain defense, a taunt, and tenacity up for 2 turns. So, honestly, I don't like this. Like, why would you want to use this on, like, a support or an attacker? You don't want those guys to get hit, right? You want to be giving that to somebody else, like a taunter. Which kind of brings my next point here. Is there even a good taunt in this team, like, in this whole faction? Like, who the heck is going to be who the heck here is going to be a tank that will be taunting a lot? Like, I don't know. The armor is a support. Maybe look at some of their masteries with, like, you know, some more critical avoidance, some more, you know, defense stacking. Like, I do not know here. This guy's an attacker too. A tank, maybe Gar Saxon's gonna be the boy here. I mean, maybe, gosh, I don't even know. Maybe it's gonna be Gar Saxon, guys, because he does give out some more extra, you know, reduction to his stuff. And I think he actually has some more TMR here built in. So, like, maybe Gar Saxon, because he's, like, the only tank here. He does assist a lot as well. But, like, gosh, I just don't know, guys. I just don't really know who's going to be helping here the most. We just read, if you guys want to go back into the game, or back into the forum post, the insight, rather, it says right here, additionally, Canderous Ordo, his unique ability, and Sabine Special 2 have been updated to synergize with the Mandalorian tag. So I would assume that in this whole team, you're going to probably want to use those 2 with the Bo-Katan. So those 3 are ready. But then I can now actually see, after reading some of that kit from Gar Saxon, I can easily see Gar Saxon being played in the part there. So yeah, I mean, all in all, guys, with just her leadership as is, it's kind of like a mini Mon Mothma with all the extra assists, but you do get that extra stacking damage, which is nice. And now thinking about the Gar Saxon, if he's going to be assisting a lot more, he should be getting almost, you know, that max stacks of critical damage, and then he goes and does his, you know, huge AoE with a TMR. I think that might be something pretty cool there. And right here, this is pretty important to note. That special with the ancestral armor is not a shared cooldown, so you can't share it. It's just like a Thrawn. Pretty much think about it like a Thrawn special. But yeah, they're talking about, you know, strategy tips here, and, you know, what the probably core of this is. It's gonna, of course, it's gonna have Beskar Mando with the Whistling Birds. Guys, I just still do not think that he is worth splitting away and taking away from the already pretty okay IG-11 and Quill. And I say pretty okay, they're nothing insane, guys. Beskar Mando and that whole crew that we've already had, they're not crazy awesome. They can counter some good stuff. They're mediocre on defense. There's a lot of counters to them on defense, but, like, still, the amount of effort you have to put into those characters and what you get out, it is mediocre at best. So I just still don't see you want to be pulling away the Beskar Mando from that whole team. But then it's talking about Jango Fett. Again, I don't want to be pulling away Jango Fett from the Bounty Hunters. He's awesome in the Bounty Hunters. Same with the OG Mando and, you know, all those guys. You don't want to be pulling away those guys from the Bounty Hunter teams because they're so good together. So you got that. Armor is a must. Armor is going to definitely be needed here in this whole team with, you know, all the extra assists, the Beskar armor sheet provides for, you know, the team, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, she is an attacker, by the way. Bo-Katan is an attacker. But yeah, this is the fact here. I think his unique is now changed. And it says here, at the start of the battle, Canderous gains 10% health steal and potency for each Old Republic, Mandalorian, and Scoundrel ally. So that just means here pretty much he's going to be a bit more hard to kill because he's going to be getting all that extra health steal, and he'll be applying a lot more debuffs with that extra potency, which is actually pretty awesome. And then it also says whenever Canderous deals damage to an enemy, he inflicts dots. So, I mean, that's already as is. It's already been there. So just, I guess, more debuffs here, which is definitely a nice thing to have. And then Sabine Special, what changes here? Let's see. Deal physical damage to all enemies, stagger them for 2 turns, and then expose them. I think that's actually part of the Zeta with extra debuffs applied there. I could be wrong. I have to go back and look. But then it says, for each active Mandalorian Phoenix ally, deal 15% more damage and expose a random enemy. So, you know, definitely going to probably want to have Canderous and Sabine here in this team. So, like I said, probably going to have those main 3. And then the armor. And then, you know what? I would like to point out Gar Saxon yet again. I think that'll be pretty interesting there. And then it says here, Mandalorian and Phoenix allies getting crit chance up and offense for 2 turns. So yeah, Sabine's definitely going to be one you want to have here. And there's a reason why she was the login for like the last month. I think it was last month at least. But then it says, if this attack scores a critical hit, reduce her cooldowns by 2. So yeah, you can pretty much just be spamming this a lot more turns. The AoEs here will be pretty good. And that's why I can see, you know, the argument for wanting Beskar Mando there. But still, I don't see it too much. But it says here, she inflicts vulnerable on her basic as well as, you know, just more damage if she does not have it. So yeah, guys, I mean, she's awesome. There she is right there with her awesome helmet. Guys, last thoughts here before I kind of hop off. After reading all of that, I definitely now see that these guys and the team I can kind of picture in my mind right now. A team with, of course, this chick, more Beskar on the Earn Your Signet. I mean, just imagine, guys, having this on like a Gar Saxon who's going to be taunting, and then he's going to be assisting a lot more, giving out a lot more of the, rather not giving out, but granting to himself more crit damage, right? And then having this special here too. Enemies, you know, you just lose more TM. I mean, it's pretty good. I think there's something here, guys. I definitely think there's something here with Gar Saxon. This guy, not as much. You really want to have that taunt, and having that taunt with Bo-Katan's leadership special, I think that's pretty huge. Definitely do not want to be taking away this guy or Jango Fett, and definitely, in my opinion, not this guy. He has his own team right now, and I want to go talk about in a different video what the heck's happening here. Is there going to be some cool event coming down the line with, you know, having to recapture, or rather get back Baby Yoda from Moff Gideon and the Dark Trooper, right? But yeah, so far, what I'm picturing for somewhat of a decent squad, I do not think this team will be doing much good, but I would say a good team for, you know, maybe for GAC, the defense or offenses. I don't know how it's going to play, but something that's interesting to me is that team that's going to be consisting of Bo-Katan, the Armorer, Canderous, Sabine, and then Gar Saxon. I think this guy is the one that will be the most interesting here because he is a tank. He'll have some more of those stats, some more health steal, all this sort of stuff, armor, all that sort of stuff. And then you have Sabine, who has this on her special, and, you know, just spamming some more of these. I mean, it's going to be pretty nice, guys. I think there's something here, you know, just some more of these armor shreds. Everything here with Sabine's pretty cool, actually. And then, of course, you have Canderous, more debuffs over time. Definitely something to consider, guys. I think this is something that could definitely be good. It just will need to take some people out there who are whales to test this out for us once we have Bo-Katan in the game. But I do not see this commando guy being good at all. He's just still meh. I don't like him. But I do like a lot Gar Saxon because he has that TMR capability. And just, you know, gosh, his extra basics, guys. A lot more speed down, too. I mean, this whole team will be really just spamming a lot more assists. You consider this right here with Gar Saxon. It says here, if the target already had speed down, reduce his cooldowns by 1. And if he's going to be assisting a lot more with this and also potentially with Bo-Katan's leadership, you can get into a loop here with just spamming this special and reducing the turn meter, guys. This will be good, in my opinion. I'm going to call it out right now. Gar Saxon will be pretty good and gives me personally more of a reason to go and gear him for his amazing ship here, the Gauntlet Starfighter. This is a great, great ship, guys. So yeah, that's my thoughts for now. Bo-Katan, I think, is going to be great. You know, with these guys, I'm not too sure just yet. I mean, honestly, I think she'll be amazing if we were to get at least one more new Mandalorian person added in. As of right now, her leadership is just kind of, for me at least, kind of on the fence. I'm not too sure how it's going to be, you know, used the best. And, you know, you have some more of these assists, more critical damage, and you have this, but still, I think it's lacking something, guys. Yeah, the unique is going to be pretty nice here with more max protection, but still, guys. I don't know. I do not know. But that's probably it. Maybe I'll do another video talking about this once we get her actually in the game, and I can talk more about her just in particular. But, guys, that's probably it for today. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts down below on her. Where do you guys think she'll be used the best? Do you guys think that she has some plug-and-play viability? Or do you think she'll be the go-to leadership for the Mandalorian faction? I think so. I think that's going to be the way to go, with her being the leadership for these Mandos. And the fact alone that we just got some touch-ups on Canderous and Sabine definitely leads to something big, in my opinion. So that's it for today. I would love to hear you guys' comments like I just mentioned. Let me know down below. And also, join up in Discord if you guys would like to. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We're trying to hit our 15K sub goals, so if you guys are not subbed yet, or you are new to the channel, or whatever it may be, definitely sub, guys. And also like this video and share it as always. That's it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I will see you later. Peace out, and have a good one.